Hello, Space Engineers, and welcome back. We're back here at the top of our mountain. I've done some building off camera to get stuff ready for this episode. I went ahead and built at least the first section of this. I always knew I was going to have to build the first section by hand instead of letting it do it, because it kind of needs to be on it for it to continue. But this time, we need to get this thing going. We've got materials, we've got way to get materials up here. We just need to get this thing programmed and get it moving, but getting it programmed might take a little bit of work. I've done some preliminary looking and poking around. But let me get into what things I did off camera here. Beyond just building the first section, I also finished up the printer. I also made some changes to the blueprint. Where these corners, they were full blocks, I went to half blocks with the corner block here. Turn that on. Yeah, that's not doing much good. Anyways, so we did that. I also removed the two supports running across here. And that'll help keep things a little better. And the lights I had, I just went ahead and removed them, so there's not going to be any lights on this project here. Guess we'll just have to be careful at night and not run into it. Oh, those welders are still on. But we need to get into this, get this thing programmed. Well, hopefully programmed. First, I do want to try to use event controllers to do this. I don't know if that's going to be able to work. There's been problems trying to get event controllers to work through subgrids, and you start adding the merge blocks, their connect, disconnect, renaming grids, all of that. It gets a little dicey. So I want to try to do that. If that doesn't work, we're going to have to switch over to using sensors and timers. So first, let me get things set up and started here. Let's see, where do I want to put these? I'm going to try to put them all down here on the bottom on the base. Find them here. I'm going to start with just 6. That might be enough. Let's see, can I go control those and program those now, or do I need to? So yeah, I can kind of sort of start setting these up now. I'll still have to weld them up. But let me look at my list here. And then we're going to start in the condition we are, now. Let me go turn these off. We're going to start in the condition we are at right now. And that is with this end connected those lift pistons collapsed. I need to extend these out and connect them. I'll do that. But I want to start in this condition. I'll stop falling off this thing here in a little bit. Now I need to figure out what to name these. I'll start with just numbering them for now. Let me look at my list here. Okay, we are there. So right now with those should be named. Did I not name those? Oh, I know. I keep forgetting. It doesn't show you them until, because they don't have cargo, they're not going to show up there. Merge block merged. Add blocks, we want each. And we're going to turn this off so we don't do anything we don't want to. Select actions after those have merged. Our top connectors are going to unlock our top merge. Whoops, I don't want them there. Our top merge blocks are going to turn off. Hold on. Am I going backwards again? Yes, I'm going backwards. I'm trying to read off notes here, so I'm trying to, might be a bit slow in getting this organized. But what we need to do now is turn on the projector. So right now we would need to turn that on. Yeah, we're disconnected down here. Actually, we're connected on both ends. I'll fix that here in a little bit. But we don't want that. We want Want to turn those off. Oh, I'm still there. We want to unlock those. We want to retract those. So we've got everything on that end disconnected. We want to turn that on. We want to turn those on. We want to extend those. So that will get everything moving towards the top and welding, where it should. So we disconnect, unlock, retract, on, welders on, lift pistons, extend. The second one, when our pistons piston percentage at 100%. When all those turn our AND gate on, get to the top, we want those to extend. Our welders will turn off. And our projector will turn off. I think that's all that's going to be. On this one, we're going to go again to piston position. It's going to be 100%. We're going to do our bottom pistons. We're going to hold on. AND gate. Select actions. We want our mag plates to lock. We can toggle that on. And I'm going to leave that alone there. Let me get the rest of this programmed and I'll come back. I'm back, and sorry about that. That took a little longer than I was expecting. A bit more of a head scratcher, but I do think I've got it now. And I put in some extras, and I don't think I'll need any of those extras. But I have my projection moved down to the right level. I've got my bottom completely disconnected. I should be able to turn on my welders, then reverse my lift pistons, because I've got them all connected up. And this thing should start welding, going up and welding. So let's turn that on. I've got my speed set. I think that'll be slow enough. Okay, haven't welded up anything I shouldn't. So far, it almost looks like I could go faster, as long as I could supply the materials. But just want to see if my cycle will work before I start worrying about speed. Looks like I'm about there. Looks like my grinder's turned on. My projection is off. And those are working their way down. Yeah, I'm beginning to think I can speed that up. Let's see, are these locked in? Yeah, looks like those are locked in. Then those should extend out. Uh-oh. And it looks like we've got a broken chain. Let's go and see if we can't figure out what happened, or what did not happen. Okay, we turned off our grinders, top pistons have done nothing. That should extend them. Oh, and what I didn't mention earlier, if you guys noticed, I'm a little off center here. When I first built this last episode, I based it off of that block over there. Well, that little tower there holding up the end of my conveyor line is not straight up and down. So this whole thing was not straight up and down, and for this project, well, I kind of want it to be straight up and down. So I went ahead and went into creative mode and fixed it, and that ended up with this being a little further off center from that. So I ended up having to do this connection here to get it to connect up. But let me... So I've got plenty of steel, it looks like. Oh yeah, I've still got lots there. I want to make sure my production can keep up, then I'll know if I can speed up those pistons. But also want to see if it's going to work this time. That still didn't trigger. Well, apparently something's still moving because I was moving for no reason. It says top piston at 0%. Lift piston at 0%. It is all there. But it is not triggering that for some reason. And I might need to move stuff around, so that might need to be moved up there, or this might be the subgrid problem where on the other side of a subgrid these don't like to work. Yeah, see, it sees that. Does say they're all at 0. So yeah, why this isn't triggering that, I don't know. Let me break here and see if I can't figure out why this thing's not wanting to cycle those top pistons. I'll be back when I figure some stuff out. Welcome back. I was unable to get that event controller to do its job. All the others seem to be working just fine, but for some reason that one part of the cycle it just doesn't like. So what I ended up doing is I added a sensor and a timer. And all that's doing is just it's working in replacement of this event controller that wasn't working. The rest of it does appear to be working though. And while it's been a long time getting here, we finally have our space elevator on its way up. Now what I'm going to do here, let me turn that off for now. And I'm going to leave it here for a little while. Because what I need to do is I need to make a copy of this contraption up there at the top. And I want to do it while it's, well, closer to the ground. It would have been nicer if it was down further. But I wanted to make a copy and get that up there now. Because when this thing gets to the halfway point, it won't let me build any more on the bottom when I get to the halfway point. So when I get to there, I want to be able to just send that thing on its way up. So I'll probably do that off camera, is make a copy of that and put it up there. And for next episode, I'm honestly not sure what we'll be doing, but we'll see when we get there. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for watching.